is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. You're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Oh, yes, Tom. Your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, sick day. It's a TGIF, folks, and it's one heck of a day in the marketplace. And the NDX 100, that's for sure. Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not here. What are you doing right now? Jeff Bezos just got $10 billion richer. That's what he's doing. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 33. NASDAQ is up 144. S&Ps are up 16. Gold contract up $4.40, trading at $12.74 an ounce. Silver, $16.84 an ounce. Platinum, $9.10 an ounce. Platinum's down $7. Copper's off 7.5 pennies. Copper gets slammed out here today. $3.10 a pound. Light sweet crude up $1.26, $53.90 a barrel. Bonds, the 10-year note up 8 ticks, 124.20. 30 bond up 16 ticks, 151.07. And King Dollar's up 306 ticks, trading 94.815. The euro is at 116 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 113 and a quarter to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. I know what's going on in your world. Now, in the world of the NDX 100, normally we start the S&P, but we got to go to the NDX because this is just absolutely amazing, folks. Bottom line, Amazon is not only on fire. Fundamentally, they're hitting on numbers, but this is quite a move. So Amazon's up $129. Google is up $52. Google was up $75. Google finished its ABC structure on the way up. Allergen is up $31. Avco Technology, that's a supplier of Apple, is up $8.54. NetEase is up 7. You get Facebook up 7. Microsoft's up 6. Vertex Pharmaceuticals up 5, Apple's up 5. Now, that's on the big positives. Negatives out here go like this. And the NDX, by the way, folks, is the 100 is up 179. Priceline is down $47. Expedia is down $24. Your Baidu off 22. Bottom line, Regeneron's off 7. Other than that, you know what? Guess what? The positives are over the negatives in quite a way, way out here. If we go over to Amazon, we take a look at Amazon. What you're going to see out here is this: Amazon right now. So Amazon opens this morning at 1,058 and just doesn't stop. We are at 1102 right now. You have 13 million shares, 14 million shares traded. Big numbers. Google finished its ABC structure on the way up and pulled back ASAP. It's kind of pretty intriguing actually what Google did. The ABC structure was 1,050. It hit 1,048.39 and then just bang, pulled back. Someone was taking profits ASAP and Google. Facebook is going to be coming out with numbers on November 4th, I believe. Facebook also is trying to stay over its high right now. We are at 177.60. The high is 176.74. Bottom line, it does have the volume out here. The high spike on the 27th of July, that went to 175. That had 68 million shares traded out here. And right now, that's intriguing. Yeah, we're going to be up there with 24 million. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold contract out here today traded from a low of 1263. We're at 1273 right now. What gold did is it got into the swing point from the 6th of October, as well as its strength from the 9th of August. It rejected both of them, went topside, and will have lighter volume. So what's intriguing here is that gold also wants higher price. And what happened there, this happened intraday when it came over the tape that that Trump was going to go with Powell as the Federal Reserve chairman. And, bottom line, the gold market liked it. If we go over to the bond market, bonds turned around also. If we look at the 10-year bond was trading 124.06. That thing went topside to 124.20. And if we take a look at it, what this also did on the daily, on the weekly, that has rejected now the lower swing point from July. That's saying that, guess what? Even with the Fed rising short-term rates, it's still saying rates want higher price, lower yield. And if we wrap it up with the King Dollar here, what you're going to see a King Dollar, right now the 10-year is at 2.4. If we go over to King Dollar, simultaneously when that was coming across, what you had is that King Dollar went from a price point of 95.060 back down to 94.820. No big deal there. King Dollar is, what do we have? I think it was a 3-point ABC up. 90 to 94.3, which gets you, it was approximately 96, the number, and we made it to 95. And what that's all about, folks, is that if, in fact, Powell gets to be the Federal Reserve, there's not much that's going to change. And I can see that coming across, too. The reason being you can see it coming across is that I suspect that the way the stock market's going and the way that the administration and Trump, and the whole rest of the world say, hey, listen, we're going up every day. You don't want to mess the party up, right? So Powell would be a choice that you don't mess the party up, and he would be Trump's guy simultaneously. Yellen wasn't. Taylor, someone from outside, might mess with the market a bit, so I can see that can shake out. Some of the higher volume stocks out here today, this is what we have. You have, J.C. Penney. We'll look at that in a second. J.C. Penney looks like it's going out of business. That's down 57 cents, or 15%. General Electric. Now, this is a heads up on General Electric. This stock's going to 11. You get a day like today, General Electric's down 57 cents. Intel's up 360. You got Mattel down $1.58. CVS Health, that's down 446. They want to buy Aetna. Merck is down 380. Macy's is up $1.60. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you'd like to be the bank and get the type of interest they receive instead of the low interest rates they give to clients, then I have an investment you may want to take a look at. I'm offering 4-year secured first mortgages on buildable city lots in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment can be anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000 per buildable city lot. The interest paid is 7% per year, paid monthly. Depending on the investment, the income per month per lot ranged from $175 for a $30,000 investment to $437.50 for a $75,000 investment. If you are in the CD market, you want to look at this investment. St. Petersburg is located in Pinellas County, which is the densest county in Florida. If you're looking for an investment with your principal intact that pays a good interest rate, this may be for you. The supply is limited, so act now. For more information on these secured first mortgage opportunities, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. So Dow right now is trading up 36. NASDAQ is up 148. S&Ps are up 17. Let's go take a look at the GLD because we did when we did the futures, folks, on these tests, it was close, meaning how the futures came down into the swing point from the 6th of October. It was still light, but it's close. That being said, where it wasn't that close, also, though, is from the August 9th time frame. If you take a look at the GLD, and that's something that when you're looking at futures, what's good to do in any market, in the gold market in particular, you can look at the futures, then you can go right to the GLD if you don't have the futures. What you'll see with the GLD is this. So you have the swing. First off, you have the swing point, how he came off the lows on the 8th and 9th of August. Okay, so we come off that low with 9.1 million. We come back and tested that on the 6th of October, and that had 10 million. We came back yesterday with 6.5 million. We tested it today with 5.1. So that's a sweet little test. Now what you want to see, that being said, is that now that you want to see, we're going to go back over to the futures again for a second, because it's 1079, I believe, the number you actually want to see close over, which I don't think we're going to get out here today. Yeah, it's 1079.20. What that number is, that is the high of the 6th. That's how that baby shakes out. Let's go take a look at the silver market out here. Silver right now is trading at a price point of 1684. That was up 0.1%. The silver market is down. Silver, nice rejection of lower price. We got into the same swing point, that swing point being the 6th of October. I'd like to see silver actually get up to 1689, but silver seems to be setting up better than gold. AGZ, we got to go look at this copper market. This is quite a move in the copper market out here today. So copper down 8 cents. Fast, furious, just kind of drop out of bed. You're trading $3.10 a pound. Let's see what we got. Okay, so you're going topside. Yeah, this is going to be all right. So we went topside on the 16th, big time. That's when we went from 311 to 325. It's backing down. It has volume on the back down. This can get down to the bottom of the last time that. How was that? Thank you. the last time that the last swing point, and where it came off that swing point. That swing point was $2.99 a pound, and right now you're at $3.10 a pound. We go over to the let's go look at the oil market here because it's intriguing. So oil, where is she? Natural gas got hit. That was down 2.7%. Crude is up 2.4%. That was up $1.41, $1.27. We have volume. It looks like we get volume behind this move. What you're going to see with the, you get volume behind the move. So the real question is going to be, is it small ABC up? So 46.5 would be A. Approximately 53 would be B. So we'll deal with about the $6. That'll get you up to 55, and right now you're at 53. That being said, what you did have happen out here this morning, Chevron came out with numbers, CVX. Chevron hasn't been able to hold price. That's down $5.53. Monster volume. So Chevron is going south. Let's put this on a weekly and see where we are in the weekly. So Chevron had tested its swing high of December of 2016, couldn't handle it. Now that means you're going to back down to the other side, which is 102. ExxonMobil, we take a look at ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil, what a move on Exxon today. So check this out. You had a low of 82. You had a high of 85. Fast, furious move. Put this on a weekly. Exxon hasn't been able to get out of its way either, which is pretty wild. Okay, so in a weekly, 83.60. This would have to, I see what it did. Okay, so what Exxon was doing was testing the highs of June. June 16th was 83.69, and what you're going to see out here on a weekly basis, it's going to be a failure on price, failure on volume. The amazing part, let's go into the XLE. XLE out here, that had quite a move out here today too. You get a flat market right now. We had a low of $66.34, a high of $67.70. We take this and we put this on a weekly basis, and what you're going to see is that that actually made highs at 42 million. Now you're coming off those highs with 54. So that is saying lower prices are coming at us. What is pretty amazing out here, there's no doubt that the tech stocks, well, first off, you had the Dow stocks basically, last 3 weeks. If we go look at the Dow Industrials, right, that was a non-stop move all the way up. The Dow, actually more than 3 weeks. So the Dow had a one-way move since September 5th. September 5th, we were 21,700. We're 23,433. Now, what had happened is that the NASDAQ, bottom line, was having a hard time holding price at all. And guess what? 1 second. The large caps just took it up and took it up big, because what you do have is that you start creeping up on the 29th of September. And then, of course, this leg here is a big leg. And if actually we look at the composite, which you're going to have the bar, let's see, 63.50, I'm going to call it. You almost got a 300-point A to B. It's going to be pretty intense because the 300-point is about 6,800. And we're at 67.04 right now. It's going to be pretty wild coming into the new year here, with the NASDAQ stocks. We'll see how it shakes out when, let's go to Apple for a second, because Apple start getting momentum today. It just looks like, bottom line is that a tech stock is a tech stock is a tech stock. Apple start accelerating with volume intraday. You're up 580, you're at 162. That puts it game that that can also go up into the 164 area again. We go take a look at JCPenney. This looks like it's going to be curtains. Yep. So JCPenney, another ABC down. Your A point is 560. Your B's, yeah, so it's $3. $1.34 is your ABC down. Let me look at this. This is pretty amazing what's happened with these retailers. JCPenney has been happening for a while, but JCPenney was a $87 stock in 2007. Right now, it's going out of business. Macy's. We go take a look at Macy's out here. Macy's is going after its swing low again. We're at $19.76. This is trouble too. Oh, yep. Oh, this is a monster ABC down too. So Macy's is going after $12 to $5. That's the lows of 2008. Pretty amazing. Now let's look at KSS. What is? Let's see. I should know that. Oh, Kohl's Corporation. So Kohl's is down $2. Now it's interesting because Kohl's going to deal with Amazon. You know, Kohl's going to be a different animal, I think. Amazon's going to save them. That's what's going to happen here. The chart's not as bad either. It's interesting. Yeah, this can go to like $25, but it looks like to me that Amazon will probably come in and save them. Stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 34, Nasdaq's up 147, S&Ps are up 17. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Dave White, as we do each and every Friday at 3:30. We get a high-tech update, and of course, don't forget, folks, Dave's got a great program right here every trading day, 2 to 3 Eastern Standard Time. Also, Dave has 2 outstanding newsletters. He's got the Tech Insider, and he's got the Path of Least Resistance. You can come over to our website. You can test drive both of these, either one of them. You go to newsletters. If you'd like to get the Tech Insider, you're going to go to investment newsletters. Test drive it 30 days absolutely free. If you want the trading newsletter, the path of least resistance is under trading newsletters. Dave White, what's going on?
Well, we got at least a few days to breathe here. Wednesday, we got Facebook and Tesla and Qualcomm. But before then, it's not a lot of big companies. So we've got a handful of days for that. And then I guess the other big thing is they're going to be taking in Google and Facebook. It should be on the 2nd of November. So that's going to be Thursday. So we'll have congressional testimony then. They're going to get their pound of flesh for the Russian ads. So as far as stuff, we've got at least a couple of days off before I think we start getting a lot more action again, starting on Wednesday and then Thursday. So
after a day like today, man, this is the 1998, 1999 type of NASDAQ market, folks. That's, if any,
I wrote that in my newsletter today.
Did you?
Does it smell like 2000 all over again? And a lot of people said, well, what's the deal? You just ride it. And I think a lot of people, if you didn't go, you've said it before, and you said it back in 2000. So I'm going to give you credit for this. If you've gone through it a few times, then you know what to expect. But until you've gone it through a few times and you experienced it yourself, it's very tough to get people to know that you always got to be afraid, and you got to really be afraid when you're at highs and the market's giving you money like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, and if we are in that type of market, folks, this is what's really wild. If we are in that type of market, we will have a lot more days than just today like this. Because if it's a one-day deal, that's fine. But if you're around at that point, I remember sitting next to guys, man, every single day come in and your stocks would be up 20, 30, 40 points at a time. And of course, people had thousands of shares in them. It's like, you gotta be kidding me, man. But hey, we'll find out. We're here.
We will.
We're here.
So that's kind of it. I like both Intel and Microsoft. I thought
Microsoft's a powerhouse, huh?
I thought that they had such big runs that it was going to be very surprising for me to think that they could outproduce what they'd already done. So I wouldn't have been short them, but I thought it would have been at least maybe kind of a Netflix where it rallied a little after hours and then kind of came back. But very surprising how both of these companies really were able to drive earnings, and pretty good ones. Then I look at, we'll probably talk about it. We'll talk about Apple here in a minute. I got some slides coming up. But there's some kind of very interesting, like you said, doesn't really matter anymore as long as it's a tech stock. So
you know what's amazing, folks, is that Microsoft. So picture, Microsoft's a great company. There's no doubt. It's up $5.80. The thing that you have to wrap your head around, though, with Microsoft is that they have 7.7 billion shares outstanding. That is like, folks, it is so hard to move a stock that has that many shares outstanding, and they did it.
Intel's the same thing.
Yeah, and just give you an idea, Amazon only has 481 million. So the differential is pretty incredible. Yeah, well, Intel has 4.6 billion shares outstanding. It's amazing, man. It really is. Pretty wild. So, it's a brave new world, Dave.
It is.
We're looking at Mazda. I'm looking at a chart here. Mazda HCI. What is this?
It's a new engine that's kind of a cross between a diesel and a gasoline engine. But it's going to get 30% better fuel mileage. It's going to be out in about a year. Everybody's kind of looking at electric. Mazda's decided to throw everything at the kitchen, at the wall and see what sticks with this. But it is going to be a car that you're probably going to see 50 to 70 mile per hour stickers on the window next year. Going to be out in something like September, October 2018.
Okay.
So we're about a year away from it. But a regular car ignition is fired by a spark plug. Diesel engines start when they inject the fuel This one is kind of a combination of the both, and it's been kind of tough to make a diesel that runs on gasoline. So it's kind of like that. It's got a super charger, a compressor, a turbocharger on it. Literally throwing every bit of technology at the world at these, and it's been thought of for a long time. It's not anything new, but they've actually got it to work, and they're demonstrating it this week in Japan.
Now, is this going to be, if they get this engine going, is this an engine that can be in other big cars too, and it's just not like in a small car that gets 50 or 70 miles? Or is this something that can actually change the engine, you know, basically technology in the world?
It can. It's a little more expensive. It's more expensive than a gasoline engine, but not as expensive as a diesel engine.
Okay.
And there's a lot of, half the cars in Europe are diesel cars.
You'll save a fortune on gas though, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So because diesel's cheaper over in Europe than gasoline, so they tend to like diesel cars. They're diesel Mercedes and all that. But to me, the biggest thing is normally when you get a bit better in fuel mileage, it's a little bit. 30% in one big swing is a pretty big deal in gasoline technology. And I've seen some presentations on some of this technology and how a lot of people have talked about it in the past. They've just not been able to get the point where it kind of runs like a gasoline engine at some points, especially when it's cold. And then it runs, you know, if you're out on the highway, it kind of runs like a diesel engine. And that's really where you get the super high mile per gallon stuff. But yeah, you could get a car that would, you know, if you had a comparable car, you could get 30% better gas mileage no matter what size car you had with this technology. So overall, it would be a game changer, and not just, you know, 2-3 more miles per gallon, but
right.
You know, a huge amount. You can see a car that got 40 miles a gallon go to 60. And that is the kind of jump that these guys are looking at. They've always kind of worked with like Wankel engines and other kinds of stuff. They've always been kind of on the edge of this, but looks like a big deal, and may even save the company for them.
Pretty wild, man. It's pretty wild that when you go back to when I first got my license, a lot of the cars were getting 12 to 14 miles a gallon.
Yeah.
You stay right there, folks. Dave and I are coming right back. Dow Industrials right now up 16. The Nasdaq's up 145. S&Ps are up 15.5. When you look at these percentages out here, what you have, folks, is that you have the Dow basically flat. S&Ps are up 0.8%. Nasdaq up 2.25%. Big numbers. Dave and I are coming right back, folks. Stay right there.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you'd like to be the bank and get the type of interest they receive instead of the low interest rates they give to clients, then I have an investment you may want to take a look at. I'm offering 4-year secured first mortgages on buildable city lots in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment can be anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000 per buildable city lot. The interest paid is 7% per year, paid monthly. Depending on the investment, the income per month per lot ranged from $175 for a $30,000 investment to $437.50 for a $75,000 investment. If you are in the CD market, you want to look at this investment. St. Petersburg is located in Pinellas County, which is the densest county in Florida. If you're looking for an investment with your principal intact that pays a good interest rate, this may be for you. The supply is limited, so act now. For more information on these secured first mortgage opportunities, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien. Welcome back, folks. We're talking with our man, Mr. Dave White. We are talking technology, and it looks like we are going to basically talk about Tesla, right?
Well,
Mission
not
E?
so much Tesla is Porsche. We're starting
Porsche.
we're seeing that we're showing their new Porsche electric vehicle that will be out in right around Christmas. Actually January of 2019 is the date they have on it. It looks like a Porsche Cayenne, if you're familiar with those cars.
Oh yeah, I know what they look like. They're nice cars. Yep.
They're very nice cars, but they're building it pretty much like they built all their cars. So it's going to be a lot more faster in the corners than just straight. The Tesla, a nice riding car, more of a luxury ride. This is going to be one of those cars that puts together the ability to mash your foot to the floor with an electric vehicle and get all that power instantaneously, but also handle well. And that's kind of a big thing because, of course, those batteries are heavy, and the whole idea is try to get that weight down as low as possible to change the center of gravity in the car. So anyway, video of it available.
Where do they keep all the are the batteries always in the trunk, or are they different places in different cars?
No, almost everybody puts them in the floorboards.
Floorboard.
It's
Interesting.
how low you can get them is important, though, because you've got all that weight. So the whole idea, and especially in a car that handles well, is pretty tough if you've got lots of batteries. So it's going to be very interesting how Porsche works on getting those batteries, the weight out of it, and gets that weight as low as possible so that they handle as a typical Porsche would.
Right.
But just interesting video out there. It's one of 30 announced cars that are going to be out in the next year and a half. So the EV thing is not going to just be, a handful of cars. We're going to, every couple of months, we're going to see a few more of these things coming onto the market. And we're actually seeing some of these things, the pre-release versions of these things already.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It's going to be a big market.
Big market.
So, Amazon skills. Yeah, this is intense. Yeah.
One of the more interesting things of Amazon's report is we finally have some numbers how many of these little Echo boxes these guys are selling. And we talked about Roku a week or two ago, and I wondered whether these guys had a snowball's chance in the proverbial Hades on being able to go up against this. Roku's sold about 20 million. Amazon sold about 50 million in the last year. So getting crushed. And now they are starting to monetize voice commands, what they call skills, from, ordering pizza from your local place. They're going to subsidize ones that aren't linked to, some kind of activity like ordering. I mean, Domino's is going to write their own stuff so you can order a pizza from them. And maybe, some other people are going to write stuff where they make money producing these. But there wasn't a way for somebody like me to write a great app for these skills and do
Okay.
it. So one of the things that came out last night is that they are going to kind of do a thing where it's more like YouTube, where you'll be able to get money back each time these people use your app, and you'll be able to sell them for
Interesting.
Alexa.
When I was reading over it, looks like they had, it said they had 25,000 different skills right now in the Alexa box, right? That's, I was like, I was looking at these
but
numbers, I'm
that's
saying to myself, that's amazing, man.
That's kind of misleading. It's kind of like Apple. They've got, 1 million apps, and people download 5,000 of them, and the other, almost million no one has ever looked at. So it is.
So is the definition of a skill an app? Is that what it is? I thought it was like a command. It's
It
an app.
is, but a lot of these single apps have multiple commands, and they kind of are saying each skill is a single thing, and it's kind of tough to actually figure it out. I think that's a lot more marketing hyperbole than actual real stuff that someone would ever use. Same thing. Yeah, how many apps do you use on your phone? There's probably 10 or 20 for most people, and that stops there, right?
Right.
So there are a lot of things driven by Amazon or other folks where there's some kind of commerce going on, and that pays for the development of it. But there's a lot of things, like weather, other things like that, or specialized things that they really don't have a great deal of, that they don't host themselves. So they're trying to figure out and let developers come up with new ideas that maybe they haven't thought of, and that you will be able to get paid for them. And there's a big enough market for it now.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So that's the other thing. Now that they really got these Echo boxes out there in a great deal, you kind of see the evolution of this thing go from just Amazon doing that. Of course, just in the last couple of weeks, they've changed the box so that it recognizes individual people's voices.
Yeah, I saw that. More than one voice simultaneously. That's pretty intense.
Well, not just simultaneously, but that it recognized it at all, because the thing in Silicon Valley has been to prank your friends by going in and talking to their box and ordering 1,000 cans of creamed corn. And
I see what you're saying. You're saying that, like, if you talk to your box, they know it's Dave White. If I talk to my box, they know it's Tom O'Brien. That's what you mean? Yes?
That's what I mean. People were ordering all kinds of weird things that they're, your buddy goes to the bathroom and suddenly, you got 20 stuffed bears at your door the next morning, right?
Yeah, right.
So it's been a kind of a security issue. So I think that's kind of another big thing. But Amazon has kind of finally really truly made, everybody's been trying to get into the living room of everybody, their house for 10 years. And this really is the first time that people have actually done it. And so I could see the way that Amazon reacted today, especially with some of the details of the way that they're making their money. And, of course, anytime he decides to make money, it's just go over to the spigot, right?
That's it. That's all he's got to do. And, folks, when I started the program, so Bezos is $10 billion richer today, overnight. Yeah. $10 billion.
And he went from the third richest person yesterday to the richest person in the world today.
Yeah.
So they've jumped up 2 spots out here.
It's pretty amazing, man. It's really amazing when you think they started out as a bookstore, folks. That is what is absolutely phenomenal. And guess what? They're just getting going. That's the thing that's a mind blower. I mean, the stock's probably going to take a breather, but the reality is that when they start taking apart the drug business, that is when drug prices are going to come down, and we're not going to have to be worrying about the drug companies paying off Amazon, because guess what? It's not like paying off doctors. You know what I'm saying? It's like big difference. Dave, I saw you the Apple 10 chips. Check this out. This just came across, folks. So, Best Buy, right, Dave? This is. I've just pulled this up. Listen to this. They're charging. This is today. They're charging an extra $100 Best Buy is charging $100 today.
More.
Yeah, for over the price that Apple's charging. Yeah, well, as soon as we come back. Stay right there, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dave White, Tom O'Brien. Yeah, so Dave, Best Buy today, you can go to Best Buy. They're charging an additional they're charging $1,099 for the base model, and they're charging $1,249 for the one with more storage, which in both cases is $100 more than Apple. And they're claiming that they will ship by December 15th. And Apple is saying that what they're taking orders the next few days, and they're not shipping for 6 weeks, right?
Right. Now, Google came out with the Pixel 2,
yes,
which is using the same manufacturer for the screen that Apple is, LG and Samsung.
Right.
And these guys are having a absolute killer of a time getting these things to work with the thumbprint sensor in the screen itself. And the yields are horrible. So the question for me is, everybody's fired up that I think Apple got with its PR guys this morning, and they said, yeah, we sold the phones out in 5 minutes. Well, the question is not that, was how many phones did they have to ship on Tuesday? Not that they sold them out in 5 minutes. So the question I'm going to have is, this can be the run today in Apple is kind of scary for me in the fact that I don't know what they have to ship and how much they're going to have to ship all the way through probably January, because they're going to be behind the ball. If you want a Apple 10, Are you going to fall back and buy the Apple 8? Are you going to hold out for the Apple 10, and that puts maybe a whole dead quarter into Apple while everybody's waiting? So that's what we don't know. And I already know that they don't have a lot of units to ship next week. So the question is, how fast can they make that up? Do they have that kind of production capability set to go? But this could be one huge move in Apple that might be just counteractive to the actual direction of the market if these guys can't deliver volume.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Thank you so much, Dave. You have a great one and a safe one, brother.
We'll see you Monday.
Awesome. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it, step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need is right inside you, folks. You'll have a blast. Look forward to speaking right back here, Monday morning, 9 o'clock. Go get them, folks.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionics, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.